Why eggs might always be better at restaurants. I want to show you this technique to scrambling eggs that you might not know about that makes them very luxurious, silky, fluffy. Now, why do I have eggs and a food processor right here? Whipping your eggs is going to make the scramble so much better. Also, by the way, don't do what I just did. When you crack your eggs, I'd recommend going to a flat surface so you don't break the yolk, but I mean, who gives a shit because I'm scrambling them right now. That's just a little tip for you guys. I can't tell you how many times I've made scrambled eggs. All I can tell you is fuck brunch. It's the worst. And this is not something that you would see at a typical brunch spot. This is something you'd see at a more slow-paced spot that I've seen in the past. When you take your time with something like these eggs, it's gonna make the difference. And let me tell you, whipping the eggs, why you should whip your scrambled eggs. What it's gonna do is it's going to fluff them and it's gonna make them silky smooth. We're adding little air bubbles into our eggs, so it's gonna have like a fluffy, luxurious texture when I cook them off, almost like a souffle. This is something you can only achieve with a food processor or a blender. Now, what makes the egg yolk certain colors? I get this question all the time because my egg yolks are usually very deep dark orange and people think I'm saturating the fuck out of my videos. I'm not. I just buy them from Wajimaya, which is a Japanese grocery store in Seattle, and they feed the hens chili flake, and that's what affects the pigmentation of the yolk. That's just the thing. Don't know if it adds any other like benefit, but it looks nice and I think it's a prettier egg. The cheese, and it's gonna involve a food processor. Aged sharp white cheddar. It's just gonna get crumbled up into the food processor. Then the addition of 8 tablespoons of butter. All right, check this out, Kenji. Let's get up in here. A little overview, yeah. So look at this. Now we have, this is a whipped cheese isn't necessary for making the best eggs, but this is just another added detail I wanted to give you. It's really simple. This is a solid situation you can keep in your fridge, and this is gonna go on the eggs. Now, this isn't gonna be a video of, like I've said before, of putting a bunch of extravagant shit to make it restaurant or Michelin restaurant eggs. This is just gonna be the steps that I would tell you to take to make them good eggs. And of course, there are many ways to cook eggs. This is one of those many ways. Let me know if I should do a different way in the future. Like you wanna see a sunny egg over easy, whatever. This is gonna be the best scrambled eggs, in my opinion. Now, this is a little off topic because it doesn't really make or break the egg. It does sort of make the breakfast though, and that is, what kind of bread would you say to use? For me, I love using a shokupan, or I've already been eating some. I love using a milk bread. Like some sort of fluffy white bread is what I'm getting at for an egg toast. Fucking delicious. Or even sourdough. You know, honestly, I don't know where I was going with this because I love all bread. So it's kind of a tough answer. Use a good bread is what I'm saying. Now, the type of fat that you use is also going to affect how good your eggs are. This is why I'd opt for a ghee or a brown butter for my eggs. Now, in this case, I'm gonna use this brown butter to coat the toast. Egg yolk into the brown butter, little whiskey whisk. Okay, so now when I give the toast a little flippy flip, we can come over here. I can give it a little brush with my brown butter egg yolk situation. Just look at how that glistens in the light. It's stunning. Give it a little flip. Same thing on the other side. While the toast is nice and warm, I've got whipped cheese. You could even do a slice of American cheese, why not? But whipped cheese is the move. This part moves pretty fast. So food processor eggs. I've got butter in a pan. I've got it on about medium-high heat. Melt the butter all the way. Tossing in the eggs. Then immediately dropping the heat. As you can see, look at that. There's a lot of bubbles in it. That's what happens when you blend your eggs. You get all the air bubbles in. The heat is basically on nothing. It's on super low. I'm turning the heat off actually. Now we're going over here. So now we're off the heat. I don't even need the heat anymore because the eggs are so light that they're gonna cook pretty much immediately in this pan. This is off the heat still, and they're still going. These are so easy to do. This, like, look at that, silky. This is one of my favorite ways to do a soft scramble. And a soft scramble has its place like on a piece of thick toast with some whipped white cheddar. Beautiful for that. For a taco, I wouldn't want a soft scramble. That is a beautiful looking scramble. And then here I've got some dehydrated scallion. I love topping my eggs with these right here. And there we go, fluffy eggs. Whoa, nice. Fuck, you're gonna like that. That was good. That's money.